Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Default Skin here, back with another video. So today I want to show you guys how you can make a workable Tsunami in both Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. So without anything further to be said, let's begin. So first up, we are going to start the tutorial with Bedrock Edition because I think that is the popular version that everyone uses. And if you want to see the Java Edition tutorial right now, then you can go ahead and skip it to this time. But for now, we're going to start off with the Bedrock Edition. And also, I would love to mention that if you're actually watching this in the future, then this might or might not work depending on the changes that Mojang could make. Actually, depending on the changes with the commands and the codings they could make. So if it doesn't work, most probably be a version error. So I would just recommend to stay in this version right here. So I'm using 1.15.2 with Java Edition and 1.16 with Bedrock Edition. Until then, if you're like seeing in the future, and if it's not working, then it's not really my fault because they have changed the codings that is used to work with the commands. So anyway, let's start the tutorial with Bedrock Edition. Alright, so here we are in our Minecraft world. So the first thing that I would mention is that the procedure in Bedrock Edition is going to be much more simpler than Java Edition because it doesn't require that many complicated or complex commands and stuff. So first thing what you're going to do is to place a beautiful command block anywhere you want. So we need 2 command blocks. If you don't know how to get a command block, it's pretty simple. Just type /give at P, which is the player, of course, command _ block, and that is the way you can get yourself a command block. So place 2 command blocks right this way, and I'm sorry if the control is kind of worrying me out actually because this is the first time I'm actually using it. And you can actually see it on the top. It says beta 1.16 and all that codes and stuff. And you can see it's a OnePlus device it's showing for some reasons, but believe me, I do not own any OnePlus device. They are just too much expensive for me. But what I do have is a crappy computer that can still run Minecraft. And anyway, forgive me for the controls. I am very uncomfortable with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to get used to it. So anyway, the way you are going to do whatever the things you're going to do is that you're going to place 2 redstone repeaters exactly this way. Oh, sorry, why did I do that? Okay, yeah, sorry, forgive me for the controls. I am super uncomfortable with it. So place one this way and one this way, kind of like in the opposite direction, and then set it to 1 tick, and then place redstones over here this way, like this, a little bit. The last thing what you need to do is to connect them with these 2 right here. And also forgot to mention, I am using BlueStacks, so I'm not recording this on an Android phone because I don't have one. So I don't literally have any phones with me right now. So anyway, what you're going to do is to set it up like this way, and then what you're going to do is to paste the command that I provided in the description. So Control and B, there we go. But if you want to know how to copy it inside any phone, normally what you do is to go to your clipboard feature, which is inside the keyboard, and then you can just paste it from whatever you have copied it in your clipboard. And another way you can actually do it, I'm guessing, is you can hold down the V button, or there are probably some other combinations with it, but normally I know is that you press and hold the V button and it will automatically paste it. So once you've actually figured out how to paste it, copy and paste, you just have to close it this way, and for the second command, you just paste it this command right here. So this procedure will use the armor stand workable thing. So just close it, and normally as you would did I actually accidentally clicked anything? Okay, no, we're good. So this is the step. This is the basic step that you will mostly require. So the last thing that you need to do in order to activate it is to place a lever and turn it on this way. And you have to be pretty quick. And then it will be the signal will be repeating, you know, this way. And now what are you going to do? Pretty much actually. Now what you need to do is to place an armor stand wherever you want. So let me just go ahead and search for an armor stand, and it is armor. There we go. Okay, sorry for that misspelling. So anyway, just place the armor stand wherever you want, and then how do you sprint? Okay, yeah, there we go. So 3, 2, 1. This is where the magic begins. Boop. Oh my goodness! And that is how you create a tsunami, a working tsunami in Minecraft. You can use this to clickbait people and stuff like, oh, tsunamis come in and stuff again. This is pretty much the way you are going to need it. Oh, forgot to mention, you actually need to type in this command, gamerule command block output false. There it is. Okay, yeah, kind of messed it up. Okay, so this is pretty much the way you can create a tsunami, but if you want something like a much more bigger range and stuff, so normally what you do is to change the code in here, and that will actually create the tsunami with a bit longer distance. What you normally do is that you're gonna change the range to from like 30 to 90. Sorry, that is too much. And from 10 to like, you know, 90 again, and 30 to again like 90, or whatever you want, depending on what range you want exactly. So I'm just gonna leave it that way, and I am just gonna close it. And oh my goodness, how did this set it to this way? So it's kind of a buggy with this update, because I really don't know why, but it sort of seems to look like this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, boop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's set to repeat mode again, and what we're going to do is to place the armor stand over here. No, don't break it, don't break it. It's super lagging somehow. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. You have created a successfully invisible tsunami inside Minecraft. I don't know why it's invisible, because it's super laggy. That's why I don't really change the range that much. You could just normally leave it to 30 and stuff. But anyway, that is pretty much how you can make a tsunami inside Pocket Edition. Now let's move on to Java Edition. And by the way, if it isn't lagging, you can still see the water, but for me it's lagging like a lot. So that's why. Wait, where's the water? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I've created an earthquake or something. It is super laggy. Wow. It's even making some weird noises. But anyway, let's move on to Java Edition. Alright, so here we are in our Minecraft world. So first things first, what you need to do is to get yourself a command block. If you don't know how to do it, just type /give@p, which is the player, of course, Minecraft command block. And that is the way you can get yourself a command block. Now, before you try this step, I would just recommend to turn off gamerule, you know, that thing. So just type gamerule command block output false, and that what this will do is basically it'll stop the messages popping up every single time when you implement the mod to work. Implement the command to work. So for this trick, you're going to need 5 command blocks exactly this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll show you guys the steps on how you can use it. So first things first, on the first command that you're gonna do is to copy and paste the code right here. You can find the codes in the description down below. So paste this code right here this way and set it to repeat, and there you go. That's our first command. Now the second one, just place this code and set it to chain. Now the rest of them are just gonna be in the repeat mode. So just paste the command right here. Okay, don't forget to set this to repeat, and this one, boom, and done. Oh yeah, forgot to say it. Set it to repeat, and then the last but not least, boom, and repeat, and there we go. These will be our beautiful commands. So What this does is that it actually spawns the squid without any AI, and spawns a sheep as well, and then places water and places the range and stuff. I don't know. I'm not really good at explaining commands. You can find more on the video that will be given in the description where I have got the idea from. Anyway, these are pretty much the commands that you're gonna need. And in order to change the fields as well, I'm gonna be showing you guys that later very soon. But first things first, what you need to do is to get yourself an anvil. So just get yourself an anvil. Hopefully you are in creative mode, you know. Okay, this one, and you also need a sheep spawn egg. This is the important thing that you're gonna need. So just put the sheep over here and just change the name of the sheep to Tsunami. Don't forget the T is in capital letter. And there we go. This is our beautiful looking working thingy. So, oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, set all of them to always active. It won't really take much time, just a couple of clicks, and there we go. Okay, so what you're gonna do is to probably get yourself some decent looking, a nice little block, and then just build as high as you want. This will actually create the length of the tsunami, so if you want even more higher, you can go even more higher, so that the tsunami is going to be even more bigger instead of just getting smaller. I don't really need that much because it might probably gonna start lagging and stuff. So this should be an identical size for a tsunami. So let's actually give it a little one. Okay, now what you're gonna do is, yeah, just create this thing right here, and that all you need to do is to place this thing right here, and this will actually show you how the magic begins. So place it. It looks pretty cool because it spawns a sheep named Tsunami with a squid with no AI, and they have the water with them, and they're just gonna go that way. Don't worry, our commands are not gonna get ruined if they get inside the water. And you just act like, whoa, tsunami's coming, bros, hurry up, what do I do? Clickbait, tsunami's coming, how do I survive challenge, you know, and stuff like that. But anyway, this is pretty much the way you can create a beautiful looking tsunami. It actually looks pretty good, kind of scary as well. You can actually, I mean, the thing is that you can, this thing right here, it will actually stop at some point depending on what field you have given. So if you want a much more bigger range, you can simply go ahead to the command. I actually had to go underwater. So you can literally go here and replace 30 with something else, like let's say 120, we can say save it to 90, and that will depend on the range. That is basically the range on how long the tsunami will be covering it. So yeah, that is pretty much the way you can create a tsunami. Of course, no clickbait, it's just super real working. Now on the older version, you can actually create the tsunami using the armor stand, but I think they've changed the commands, the syntax, the codings and stuff, so now it doesn't really work. So if anyone knows an updated one, just let me know, leave it in the comments or anything. I'll be sure to review it as well. So but for now, this is actually the updated one, which is going to work pretty nicely, I would say. And also spawn it over here, and it will just literally create another one. The reason why it's slow is because this one is working, and well, this one is also working at the same time. But if this was in a different place, in a isolated place, then it will definitely work pretty nicely. And why is this squid dying? I think that thing's gonna die most probably. Yeah. But it'll still keep going for some reasons. I don't know. Is that creeper? Oh, okay. Is that a skeleton underwater? Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, anyway, that is how you create a tsunami inside of Minecraft. So if you're actually watching it in the future or anything, I would say please don't spam comments saying it doesn't work or anything, because things might change, because they could actually change the way how the codings work inside the command, and that way you won't be able to use it. So you have to search for updated ideas on how you can create a Tsunami, and that is pretty much the way it's gonna, you can make a Tsunami. But if you really want the armor stand procedure, you can actually go ahead and try out an older version of Minecraft. I would probably recommend 1.8, and that way you can actually get the Tsunami working inside Minecraft. But now I'm testing it on 1.15, and it is the latest version and working right now pretty smoothly, I would say. So yeah, that is going to be pretty much it. If you guys did enjoy this, leave a like, big fat thumbs up as well, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.